Are you thinking about moving to Wynwood? In today's video, I'm going to be giving you a map tour from a local. I have lived in Wynwood for 3 years. Wynwood, Miami is one of the most creative and artistic neighborhoods, so I'm going to be going over everything that you need to know if you are considering moving to Wynwood. Welcome back to the channel, and if it's your first time here, my name is Joe. I'm a real estate advisor with Compass, and I have lived in Wynwood for 3 years. So I want to show you some of my favorite spots and some things that you should think about if you're considering relocating or moving to the area. So Wynwood used to be mostly warehouse. I just want to show you, if we go all the way into the center of Wynwood, you'll notice that there's a lot of construction coming up. If we go back, I want to show you like 2014, for example, there really wasn't anything here. So this is Panther Coffee, and the reason I choose Panther is because that was the only reason I feel like people would even come to Wynwood. They would just come here to get coffee. And I've told this story before, but my friend Sammy, she parked her car just right down the street, like right here, like on the street. And we went to Panther Coffee and her car got broken into. So it wasn't even like the best neighborhood, even just like right down the street here. That just goes to show like how much the neighborhood has actually changed. Because now you'll see the actual development. This is 2018, and then 2020, like you see the development going up. And then even like after 2020, notice here on the right, there's nothing here. And then boom, out of nowhere, this is Society Wynwood that's going up. And they're gonna take over this entire block and see it being built. And then right here, there's gonna be a Starbucks that is being built right across from Panther Coffee. I'm gonna go over. There is a Sweet Green. So if that tells you anything about a neighborhood, this block here, Wynwood block, it's also just like home to a lot of chains. There's a Foot Locker here. There's a Ray-Ban store. So I say this because Wynwood wasn't the nicest place. Like, you didn't want to leave your car. To see these companies open up locations here, that just speaks to how a neighborhood is changing and growing and developing. The first thing I want to show you is Second Ave. Second Ave is like the most popular street in Wynwood because it's really split. It's like right in the center. It's like our Meridian line. So on the left-hand side, when you go down, it's just gonna back up to like Fifth Ave, and then you have I-95. On the left-hand side, you have all different shops. You have Wynwood Walls, which is super popular, and you have a couple of different restaurants. One of the restaurants that you're gonna have in Wynwood 25 is Joe's Pizza. Just if you want a classic New York style slice, they're in Wynwood 25. Uchi, which has elevated Japanese, just really fresh fish. And then across the street on 25th, you have a restaurant that everybody always pronounces wrong. It's not pronounced KYU or KYU, it's actually Q. So if you think of the letter Q, that's how you say it. I want to call out, which is so funny, is that you have 3 or 4 Mexican spots that are right on 25th and 2nd Ave. So I want to show you. You have the taco stand, which is like one of the best, and you always see a line wrapped around there. And inside the taco stand, you have a speakeasy, Hiden Sushi. You have to make a reservation online. They only have a certain amount of tables. It's very intimate, at least a couple $100 a person. Right next to the taco stand, you have Go Bistro. Go Bistro is great if you just want ramen, or if you want some basic sushi, like not really expensive sushi, but just like decent, good tasting sushi, ramen. Definitely check out Go Bistro. Now I told you there were like 4 different like Mexican restaurants. So you have taco stand here, then you have Bar Taco, then you have La Tiendita, and then right around the corner you have Coyo Taco. So if you are a Mexican food lover, you literally have 4 different Mexican restaurants all within 500 feet of each other. So that's this strip right over here. Also, just some things that I want to show you. It's easier if I go this way. So this was like Wynwood 25 right back here. This is the Moxie. This is Pharrell's new store. So it's a streetwear, like hype beast type of store. They have like really expensive designer stuff if you're into that. Right across the street is Zak the Baker. And what's fun is that if you live in Wynwood and maybe you have a dog or you're walking outside like late at night, these windows open up and you smell like fresh baked bread, and it's nice to walk by. This is the Wynwood Garage, so this is all parking, and then on the very top is WeWork. So the WeWork is floor-to-ceiling windows, and they have the top floor. They have a little balcony outside. Walt Grace Cars and Guitars. This is cool because this is somewhere that you can take your friends or maybe take your parents if they're visiting. Right over here where you can get coffee, and then you can check out all the vintage cars and guitars, and they have rooms set up so that if you wanted to try out one of the guitars, you could definitely do that. All right, Another favorite is Pastis, and this is a French restaurant. You probably know them if you're from New York, but it's just such a welcome addition to the neighborhood. The food is great, the service is great, the ambiance, the atmosphere, so cozy. It's different, and it doesn't feel like you're in Wynwood. It's such a nice change from like the typical like Miami type of experience. So Wynwood Yoga, great yoga classes, highly recommend Katie's yin class. And then in this new building, so just to show you the outside, it's this super tall, all glass building. There's parking, and then this is like office space up here. But you have Love Life Cafe. So if you're into vegan food, you walk right this way, like through these green bushes, and on the left, you'll see it. But this is their new location. They used to be in the front off Fifth Ave. They used to be here in this space actually, and now they're just right behind in this building. There's a barbershop, smoke shop, a framing store. This is a tech immersion. Let me show you from this side just so you can see. It's probably easier if you come on 27. So they're like right here. Like this is their spot right here. So it's hidden, but definitely recommend checking it out if you're into vegan food. And then another staple, Wynwood Brewery on 24th. They're right here. They do have some outdoor food sometimes. They might be like doing hamburgers, hot dogs, but this is great because you can get like a flight of beers, and that you can get 3 or 4 or 5 different beers if you just want to sample. And then right across, this used to be the old RC Cola bottling plant. So it is abandoned now. Well, it's not abandoned, but it's not home to RC Cola. All the structure is still here. So they do a lot of events during Art Basel, during Miami Music Week. They have different events that go on during that time of year. Kobi Karp, he's a famous interior designer, but they are one of the original people to come to Wynwood. So their building is all pink. You can see them from I-95. This is right back here. Wynwood really, again, wasn't the best place to set up shop, and they're one of the first people that saw the potential of it. And I think they have a really cool mural in their building. Making our way over just to wrap up this area here. Another classic is the Wynwood Building. This is that zebra striped one. Another original spot. They have a couple different shops, couple vendors. I recommend checking out MIAM Cafe if you want some breakfast or brunch or lunch. Great bacon, egg, and cheese. And then right down here is Dorsey. So this is the newer building to come to Wynwood. This is the same developer as Wynwood 25, and this is open now. Right next to the Dorsey, there is a new mini golf spot that just opened up. It's similar to the one in Brickell City Center. It's in this building right here. Street view hasn't been updated. And then right on the corner, another popular restaurant, Bakan. It's not my favorite. I think that it is a little pricey. Personally, I think it's only worth it if you go during the happy hour. People really tend to like it. Another spot to check out is Our House. They do drag brunch, a lot of drag shows, and there's always a line out the door. If we continue to move east, so we're just gonna start, moving east. We're on 28th, so we have Wynwood 27 and 28. So that's these new buildings here. You have parking, and then you have all apartment buildings. And these are now officially open. They opened up last year. The glass is super thick, so you don't really hear a lot of the noise. Like in Wynwood 25, the glass is a little bit thinner. So these have the updated glass, and you really can't hear too much. But this whole pocket here is going through a lot of development. So we're like talking here, like 29 Wynn, Our House, like that's where the Messy mural is, Wynwood 27, 28. Like this whole block is going through a lot of construction and changes. This is where we were before. We're gonna move over, and I wanna show you some places over closer to North Miami. Wynwood 25 is right there in the back. This is Society Wynwood that's being built. And if you come all the way down and you keep walking, you have some more restaurants, more shops. But the ones that you should check out are Soul Yoga right here. Great yoga studio. They do hot yoga, infrared, and then right across the street, Veza Sur. And as we continue to make our way east, you're gonna see just empty parking lots, old buildings, and then some that are new. So Print Shop, this place was renovated recently. There's now a restaurant downstairs, and this is all commercial space available. And if you come all the way down, like almost towards the train tracks, this is a brewery, La Tropical. Really nice, landscaped, and you can sit inside or outside. They have good beer there. Cuban brewery. Some other places I just want to show you. So we were like over here on the east side, Oasis Wynwood. Here is what Oasis looks like on the inside. So you see you have the event space, there's a stage, there is the bar with the shipping containers, And these are all restaurants. So you have Prince Street Pizza right here, all different types of food. The food is on the pricier side. It is Miami, it is Oasis. That's what you're gonna get. But it is a cool lounge. I wouldn't eat here every single day, but it's a nice place to take friends who are visiting. And then of course, KUSH has been here for a while. And this is a place where you can sit outside and you can grab just a great burger with fries. You can see the cars go by. And again, they've been here forever. Great food. And one of the favorites that you have to try are the alligator bites. These guys here taste like chicken, but it is something unique for KUSH. That is the tour of Wynwood. I started right in the dead center where Panther Coffee was, showed you the history of it, talked about a couple different restaurants that are down 25th, 26th. One thing I want to show you, I don't think I talked about it, but down 23rd, if you are familiar with Miami Beach La Sandwicherie, this is the exact same owners, and they have a location in Wynwood, just a spot you can stop in and get a very quick sandwich that's affordable. You have bars, you have restaurants, clubs down this area. But if you keep making your way all the way down, you have Charter School, Salvation Army. I just want to show you Salty Donut. You can always see people lining up for donuts. And this is Wynwood Jungle. So you can walk through this area here or this doorway here, and it's connected between 23rd and 24th. So if you need to walk to 24th Street, we don't want to walk all the way around, you can just cut through right here. This is the neighborhood tour of Wynwood, showing you my favorite spots in the neighborhood. What did you think? I want you to drop a comment below. Let me know if there was anything that I missed, or if there's anything that you really love and you're excited to try and looking forward to. I would love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching. Up next, we have the map tour of South of 5th neighborhood of Miami Beach.